Another day, another dollar. You know how I grind. It's another episode of the Easy Corner. My guest, the big man from Manvel, also Nike Eybl Proskills, also Taz Elite, class of 2021, the big man, Shaun Walker, man. What's good, dog?
What's good? What's up? What's up?
Man, you know me, dog. Like, I'm just chilling, trying to quarantine, back in the swing of things at the schoolhouse, working and teaching. But, like, I appreciate you actually coming, taking time out to be on the show. But, Shaun,
Sure.
obviously, we have been going through COVID. What have you been doing during these quarantine hours to improve your game?
Just, going to an empty gym, putting up shots, lifting weights, running hills, running tracks, all that. Just trying to stay in shape, get stronger, get better every day.
Specifically, what are you trying to work on your game? Because everybody knows that you got probably one of the best post moves in the area around the state of Texas. So what have you been improving on your game specifically? Even though we know that, I've been seeing you doing a lot of the physical stuff like running the track, pushing the sledge, and lifting. But what have you really just know that, I'm adding this to my game?
Spacing out the floor, being able to hit the three, hit the twos, and also getting more explosive, catching things off the rim, catching lobs and all that.
Why is it so important for you to become a better shooter? Is it because the game has evolved, or are you trying to kind of switch into three positions as a center or power forward in a wing?
Trying to do all that. I'm trying to show everybody I can do more than just post up and shoot layups. I can dribble, I can put the ball on the floor, get to my spots and all that.
Obviously, you were supposed to play for Proskills, like I said, out of Dallas. How much did it hurt knowing that this was your chance on the 17U EYBL circuit this year, knowing that you really just didn't get to play?
At first, I was hurt. Like, I just kept praying that we got a season, praying that I got to play with Coach Webster and stuff, but it never went through. So, like, I was hurt a lot.
How did it feel knowing that Proskills came and got you out of the city of Houston, knowing that you from Houston all the way to play AAU in Dallas, that another city in the state of Texas showed love, saying that you can compete on the highest level in the country, which is the EYBL circuit?
It felt amazing, just like them coming to call me, Coach McGee coming down here to watch me play. Then we went out to dinner. It just felt good. Like, they showed me OD love from, like, the jump. So, yeah.
Talk about some of your Proskills teammates. Obviously, one of the best guards in the state, Mr. CJ Nolan. I know Cason Wallace, I think he was playing for Team Griffin, but we know that you guys played a lot together this summer. But just kind of talk about some of your Proskills teammates, and then we'll get into Taz Elite.
Yeah, Proskills teammates, we had CJ Nolan, one of the best guards in the state of Texas. He can score over anybody. He's going to blow past the big. He's going to body a little guard. So that was great. And Cason he plays with Proskills. So he's the best player in 2022.
That's a strong statement, man. It's a strong statement, bro. But I get it. I know he's a dog defensively. I think he is, like, probably not out of any class. He might be the best defender in the state, period.
Yeah. I mean, to say he can get the bucket at any time and still lock up your player, that's a big push.
What did you learn from these Dallas guys? Because there's a big perception. I talked to Mr. Wade Taylor and Mr. Manny Obaseki. He tells me that Dallas, to me, that the difference between a little bit of Dallas and Houston, I guess that I think you see all Dallas guys, like, just chill and just hang out with each other. But in Houston, we kind of see, like, the media rivalry and the media hype when, like, like, sometimes, am I making that bigger than what it is? Or is it like that? Or do you think that Houston guys really get along with each other? But, like, it's just a big, you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, in Houston, we all show love. We all cool. We hang out all the time. So, like, it's no Dallas versus Houston. We all the state of Texas.
Okay. So going down there, what did it teach you? Like, as in, like, obviously, like, we're in a shortened season, but you still got to play AAU basketball, high level competition in the state. You didn't get to travel outside the state like you would like to, but everybody knows Texas is still one of the hotbeds for basketball. Like, you gonna find some comp. So what did you just learn from this summer?
This summer, it doesn't matter how many stars you have, what offers you have, or the name you are. Everybody's going to come at you just because it's you. Like, they don't care who you are outside of this game right here. To them, you're equal to them.
The coaching. Talk about the coaching this summer for you, and honestly, talk about your trainer, because I know you've been training with LeBlanc a lot. God First, the program. I know that they've been getting you right for these quarantine hours. Just talk about, like, what have you done, like, mentally? How have they sharpened you mentally, and also how they sharpened you physically?
Coach LeBlanc, he got me right. Like, we're on a Vertimax, we're on a Super Cat, we have a shuttle. We just keeping my body explosive better, like timing my jumps better, getting up and down the court faster, jumping higher, obviously, with the Vertimax. But, like, he just kept my body, like, in shape. We're lifting now, so we're toning up. So we're just getting better all around.
Can you talk about that Texas hard work game for me? The one that was played in the Coliseum in Dallas. So just talk about going against high major competition like that. Even, like, of course, like I said, Texas hard work. You guys played RL9 and stuff like that. So, you know, you guys really kind of just played the best people from the state of Texas. But I want you to specifically talk about that hard work game. Just going into that game in your mindset, that to me, that was your coming out party. Like, oh, he's arrived. So just talk about that game and putting yourself on the map from that game.
Like 15 minutes before, me and my dad had talked to you. He was like, it don't matter who's out there. If you ball, everybody's gonna talk about you, not them. And I just came out there with the mindset that I don't care who it is. I'm gonna go get my buckets.
Do you still feel slighted in the city of Houston? Because at the end of the day, like, you've been a household name, but, like, to be honest, you've only been a circuit player for 2 years. Last year with the 16U Houston Hoops. This year, well, honestly, we can only say 1 year because you didn't get that chance with 17. So do you feel like you still feel slighted in this city, or in the city? Because obviously I know the competitor you are, you still feel slighted in the state. But in your own city, do you think you feel still slighted?
In my own, nah, not really, because, like, I'm always going to feel like if I'm not number one player in the city, then I'm going to feel like that. I'm going to keep working regardless. So it doesn't matter how they rank me or any of that. I'm still locked in trying to be the number one player in the city.
Where does this confidence come from? Because obviously, like you said, you know, you talked to your pops and your coach before that hard work game, and they delivered that. Where does this confidence come from that you're number one in the city?
You just have to realize, like, you have to go up there, you look at all those names, and, like, but they're not better than me. Like, it's all respect to them, all love to them, because all them guys above me is family. But at the end of the day, I want to be number one in this city. I feel like I'm number one in this city.
That's good. That's good. Manvel, I think you guys are just as skilled and athletic as any other team in the past few years, even though there's been some tough district plays in last year with Hightower, Shadow Creek, and I'm not going to even sleep on Foster, that people, like, don't forget, like Chancellor White and Big Deuce Fathery, those guys can ball. But just talk about your team a little bit, because to me, I see a team that is just as – that has guard that – well, last year that had guards that can compete with anybody, and plus yourself. Talk about last year. What did you learn from that team specifically?
Specifically, like, you have to go out every game. Like, you can't take games off, because that's when teams are going to come and punch you in the mouth. And, like, selfishness, like, if you want to go to San Antonio, you want to win all these big games, you can't let other teams dictate what you do. You have to do what the game plan was installed for.
Because I was at the game when you guys played Shadow Creek at Shadow Creek, and you guys lost that game at the buzzer. I'm just like, that's the epitome of what you guys could have been. Like, as like, you guys competed literally with that team held the number 2 ranking for a long time in the state for a long time, and you guys literally took a buzzer beater to beat you guys. So when you guys, when do you think that's like the epitome of your whole season, like not being able to finish games like that?
Yeah, not like we lost a lot of tough ones, like just like that. We lost to Allen by 2. We lost to Louisville in 2 overtimes by 3. Lost to Creek both times single digits. Lost to Hightower both times by single digits. We just couldn't close out games.
So what is your, as the leader, as the undisputed leader of this team, now you're the senior of class of 2021, what do you tell your teammates? Because obviously, like I said, there was no EYBL circuit for you this year, but you still played big-time basketball. You played with big-time players and been in those big-times moments. What do you take as a leader and place that upon your team?
It's all about the team over me. So, like, we as a group have to hoop together. It just can't be one player scoring 20 and the rest, everybody else in single digits, because that's not going to win games.
Are you telling your teammates this now? Because like I said, I look at 3 guys from Manvel: you, Mr. Mason McBride, and Mr. Zaire Hayes. You guys are probably unquestionably those are the 3 leaders at Manvel, and I think with that type of talent, there should be a cause for pause and say we can make a run with San Antonio because you guys are probably 3 of the better players in this city. What is the message that you guys are delivering to the team? But also, I want to know the message that you, Mr. McBride, and Mr. Hayes are delivering to each other.
All the class 2021, because we still have a dog in Azari Woods that's still there.
Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so with you 4 specifically, I want to know what the message is to you 4, because at the end of the day, it's going to take everybody, but you 4, it starts with that core 4. Talk about that.
Well, we understand, we're seniors now. We've been playing together since middle school. It's time to lock in. We talk about our goals all the time, making it to San Antonio and getting a ring on our finger, but we know we're going to have to take over. We're going to have to lead this team to success. If not, then it's not going to get done.
What's a failure? How would you define this season as a success, and what would you define this season as a failure? Is it San Antonio or a bust for you guys? Because that's what it's looking like. I really think that you guys are really capable, because I really think you have the team to get there.
Yeah, it's San Antonio or bust. If not, then I don't care what the numbers said. It didn't matter, because San Antonio or bust.
What is Coach telling you guys? Because what is Coach telling you guys? Because at the end of the day, like I said, you guys lost a lot of close games to a lot of elite teams. Now that you guys got that junior year under your belt, the expectations at Manvel High School for basketball is very, very, very high. Like I expect a regional finals to San Antonio is my expectations. Talk about it.
He just tells it. He's like, we're not these little sophomores, juniors. We're not under nobody's wing no more. This is our school, our team. He said, whatever we do, it reflects on the season. So like he's putting trust in us to close out these games. He said we all did our stuff in AAU. He said we need to translate that to high school ball.
I just want to know, like you said, you did all that stuff in AAU basketball, and I get that. How do you guys translate that to school? Because there's some guys that, have the ball in their hand. In AAU, they were the guy. You played with the better players, so obviously you're one of the better players in the city, but you played with better players even in AAU, and you actually took on a role to be successful. But now you got to have to do kind of a little bit more at school than you did at AAU, because that's the expectations. Like Shaun Walker, like who got to answer for him in you guys' district? There's no answer for you. So like I'm expecting not only a district championship, but I'm also expecting a district MVP, because I said if there's one thing, there's no answer for you inside. So how does all you guys' games translate, even though, like you said, you've been here before? You like I said, you guys been here before, but like I said, it's senior year. There was really no AAU. Seniors are still fighting for a scholarship. What do you say to
that? Everybody's going to get to sign to school if they play their role. Colleges, like we all understand, colleges don't care about scoring 20 if you're getting busted on defense or you taking bad shots. So we all know we need to play our roles, need to do what's best for this team.
Give me a fond memory of this summer that when you look back on it, it's like, damn, like that this is the Shaun Walker I need to be at Manvel.
That hard work game or next page force game, they couldn't. Neither one of them could guard me. You know, CJ, Kaysen, all of them was feeding me the ball. They was like, "This your game. We're gonna keep feeding you." And you know, it clicked on me. It's like I need to play like this at every game at this level with this intensity.
When guys like you said, C.J. Nolan and Mr. Kaysen Wallace give you confidence. These are guys just not better kids in the state; they're really better kids in the country. Like when they give you that confidence, how does that really make you feel?
I mean, we're all brothers. Like we all hang out outside. So like, I don't think of them as like the best players in the nation.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know that they're the better players in the nation. At the end of the day, I get the family thing, but like, you know, sometimes when you're playing with great players, they're giving you confidence. It is off the roof.
Yeah, it gets me going knowing that like I know that Kaysen or CJ can get a bucket at any time, but they'll rather have me with the ball in my hands. So like it just boosts me up. Like I just want to get a bucket too.
What are your goals going? What are your individual goals going into next year? Is it just more? I understand, like you're a team oriented guy. You're a selfless individual. But what is your individual goals? Because at the end of the day, like as much as you want to win a state championship, like you said, you believe you're number one player in the city. There's accolades that come with that if you play the way that you're supposed to play. So what is your kind of individual goals coming into to your senior year?
Do what I do every year, but pick up the numbers from 15 to 25 and 13 rebounds, at least 13 rebounds. And district MVP, first team all district, all state, all that.
Is there a matchup that you're actually looking forward to playing next year? Because I know September 26th, you guys are playing in a couple of weeks in Sloan's stuff, in Marcus Sloan's OTR event. But like is there, but for the season, is there a specific matchup you're looking forward
to? I have a couple. We got a Tasasita. That's gonna be a big game with Caleb, and we also have on December 4th Shadow Creek. In a non-district game, you know, I got to get the dub against them.
I got you. Everybody knows the easy corner around the city. If you play basketball, you know the easy corner. I've been a realist, and I'm not going to hesitate, and I'm going to shoot all my bullets. I've been questioning class of 2021. I think that you guys are good as a collective unit, but like, I don't like to me like they're like you know how. Every class has their really standouts, their standout that you kind of know that's above everybody else. But just talk about your class of 2021 because you guys are good. But like I said, I just feel like everybody individually, like there is no definite number one. Like anybody can really be at one. Well, not anybody, but you know, like anybody can be at like the top guy that can hold that mantle. Who holds that mantle in the class of 2021?
I have to say either Caleb Stewart or my boy Ramon.
Why specifically those two? What do you see out of those two guys? Because I think Caleb Stewart had one of the most excellent summers in the state. So why those two specifically? Because Caleb, in parentheses, like he was hot his freshman year, his sophomore year. I don't think he took a decline. I just think the teams that he kind of played on kind of messed him up. So I always thought Caleb was still Caleb, but the rankings showed like, hey, man, they kind of dipped him. And then all of a sudden this summer, he proved that he's back to Caleb Stewart. So why specifically those two young men, Caleb Stewart and Ramon Walker?
Well, first of all, with Caleb, he's like a 6'3" guard, but he'll dunk on your tallest player. And he facilitates amazing. Like I played with Caleb in Sloan's OTR camp. And like he's going to get 20, but he's going to get you 10 assists too. He's going to play defense. He runs super quick. Like you'll get a rebound, you'll turn around, and Caleb's already at half court waiting for the outlet pass. And then it takes him like 2 dribbles, and he's going to dunk it with either hand. So he's nice, and he can shoot from anywhere.
Yeah. And then what about Ramon?
Ramon, he's a dog. He's gonna get buckets. He gonna go. You go for a layup, he gonna come get it off the rim, all that. And another one, he shoot from anywhere, eyes closed sometimes.
You're the kind of the perfect guy I could ask this next question to. Talk about in a scenario of the top Dallas guys, how they will fare against the top Houston guys. But like you're a guy that spent the majority of the summer with kind of the top Dallas guys. But I'm looking at specifically 2021. I'm not talking about like everybody, but specifically 2021 versus 2021 Houston. 2021 Dallas versus 2021 Houston. How would you guys match up?
If we would have to play a game, I feel like Houston would win.
Well, give me – okay, since you say Houston would win, give me like 5 guys you would take from Houston and give me 5 guys from Dallas, and why would you guys win?
All right. So we're going to start off with Caleb.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go Ramon.
Okay.
At the 4, we're going to put Aaron Scott.
Okay.
Then 4, put me. Then Ashton at the 5.
Okay.
And then for Dallas, obviously Wade.
Yeah. Harrison Ingram.
CJ.
Yeah,
Wade, CJ. Harrison.
You got to throw my boy Manny O in there, bro. My boy Manny O earned that.
I was going to put Manny in there.
Okay, you got to put my boy Manny O, dog.
Manny, and then Chris Don Morgan.
Okay. So why, in that pair, why would you guys have the great matchup?
Well, I feel like Caleb is going to challenge Wade a little bit more.
Okay.
Like he played Caleb at the camp, and Wade wasn't just getting them easy buckets like he usually does. How y'all see him ball his life?
Yeah. My boy Wade Taylor, man, that's my guy. Yeah. No, I got you.
CJ, we know how CJ plays. He's gonna get his, but we also got Ashton sitting in the paint, and he blocks everything.
Okay. Yeah, Ashton, yes, sir. But then you said the wing position, Aaron Scott versus Manny Odo.
I like that. I'm gonna take Aaron on that matchup.
I love A. Scott. But the thing about it is, I just believe that he never really. Sometimes I think that he holds back. He holds back. To me, he holds back. I think that he could be better, but like I don't know what Aaron Scott I'm gonna get. I know what Manny I'm gonna get. Manny's trying to kill you.
Hey, Manny gonna try to kill you, and hey, stop sleeping on Aaron. He got that dog in him.
I'm not sleeping on him because I really think that potentially he's one of. There's only there's 2 guys that I think that you probably could speak on to me that they're supposed to be really blowing up in this city because their physical abilities. Aaron Scott and Josh Farmer. I think Josh Farmer, like, he literally looks like physically like T-Mac. I'm like, bro, like he's 6'8", ball handle, could do everything. And I know you play with him for years. So that's your guy. And we're actually gonna get to that team too. So I didn't forget about them because I really want to talk to you about those guys and where you started. But like I see those 2 guys, Aaron Scott, 6'5" guy, pull up from mid-range and stuff like that. Josh Farmer, 6'8" guard that can probably do it all. But I just feel like when it comes to a game, all of it don't come together. Like they'll have good games, then all of a sudden I see 10. I see 10 and 6. I'm like, bro, like the consistency is the problem that I have with them. Right. At least I know from your standpoint, you 15, like you said, 15 and 10. I know I'm gonna get that. But like Aaron Scott and Josh Farmer, that's the thing that I love their game, but it makes me mad because I want to see, because if they bring it every time, those guys could probably be really like top 5 in the city or top 5 in the city and like top in the state, even though they already are.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple times that I've seen Aaron play, Aaron been getting to it. Okay. He's going to hit turnaround jumpers. So I'm gonna still put my trust in Aaron.
Okay. I got you. Like I said, I love their game, but to me, it just comes down sometimes to really just consistency. I respect what he does. It's like you can't deny a 6'6", 6'5" wing like that. They can pull up and handle and get to the basket. Now we switch to the team that really puts you on the map. Team chemistry, coached by Coach Hayes. Obviously, your teammate Zaire Hayes, the Josh Farmers, the Jacoby Harrises, the Jaylon Calvins, the Kyron Drones. Like, just talk about the run that you guys had at this city, because I look back and I was like, damn, like, wow. Just talk about that run with those specific guys, team chemistry. And shout out to Coach Hayes, man.
We was the best ninth grade team in the city. I mean, we had Kyron, who came back. He'll lock you up, hit a corner three. And then that's when his bounce started coming in. So, yeah. And we had Josh, who was already 6'7". He was dunking on any little dude. Z could shoot the lights off. Jacoby was our point guard. Jacoby gonna have 10 points and almost 15 assists a game. We had the best press in the city, because then when we put Jaylon in, it was over. But Jaylon was guarding you 94 feet for the whole game.
When you just think about that team, what is your memories of that team? Because at the end of the day, like I said, you guys all went to separate ways in separate ways. But when you think about what team chemistry did for you in your career to put you in positions to where you are today, because a lot of people really don't give the credit to like the old teams and stuff, like the teams that really made them a household name. But like and being one of the founding members of chemistry, along with Jacoby Harris and Mr. Hayes and Jaylon Calvin and everybody. What do you say to that?
It was just like, it was more than basketball. It was bigger than basketball over there. Vegas was our best memory of winning it. So it was all a deep breath after. Like, we kind of realized it was the last run. So like, to win Vegas, the whole thing, like undefeated, we didn't lose a pool play game, none of that. We came to Vegas and beat them. Like, that was our third year going. Every year we got closer and closer to the championship. Our 8th grade year, we had lost to We All Can Go with Chucks and Chris Livingston. So we had all came back. We was like, yeah, we're gonna win this next year. Then we came and did it.
When you like you said, you got fond memory of those guys. I always, at that time, you like you said, you were the best. You guys, you said that you were the best freshman team in the city, and obviously, like I said, you've been knowing those guys and playing with those guys. When you guys put on that chemistry jersey, did you guys always feel like the underdog? Because I was just like, they have all this talent that probably could have played on a circuit situation, but you guys, to me, that was a family-based team. So just kind of like, did y'all ever, do you guys feel that underdog, did y'all take that underdog persona?
Yeah, we did. We won, at the time, nobody was playing defense but us. I mean, nobody seen that press like us. So yeah, we always felt like we was overlooked, because you had the Team Harden, the BU and all that. But like, we didn't care about all the talk, all the tweets and stuff, because all we wanted to do was win.
Obviously, like I said, you've done a lot of winning. You've done a lot of winning. And I always go back and ask this question to like the Division I guys, some of the high Division I guys I've interviewed, and somehow, what does it really come down to when you knew that it was time to leave team chemistry and obviously go and try to better your recruitment and playing like on a circuit? What runs through your mind when you're making a decision like that? Because first, chemistry is your family. That's all you know. But you wanted to prove to yourself, like, hey, I feel like I'm one of the better players in the state. I want to go ahead and prove that every time. How tough of a decision was that for you?
It was tough, because like, sometimes, like, I always thought about going back, but then like, once I really realized, like, Houston Hoops called me.
Yeah.
I realized what the EYBL was. I was like, I can't pass that up. just to get exposure, get looks out there.
So obviously you wanted to go, but like I said, like I just remember that team. Like I said, I know you had went to the hoops. Jacoby went to the defenders. Like Jaylon Calvin, Texas Elite. Josh went with Yuri and the superstars. Like I know you guys still probably sit there and talk now, but like you said, was that kind of that Vegas y'all last dance?
Yeah, it was the last dance. And then I ended up bringing Kyron to the hoops with me. So it was like a little better. I still got one of these TK brothers with me.
Yeah. But like when you think like when it really goes down, when it all goes down, what do you feel like you're gonna be remembered as in AAU in the city? Are you think like if you like say there's a jersey retirement, like even though there's a jersey retirement AAU, what jersey gets retired?
I would want the team chemistry jersey.
That's all I need. That's all I need to know because I think people are going to remember you from team chemistry, but that's why I always believe like that's how you know basketball in a sense is just becoming a business. Like you got to do kind of what's best for yourself. You said you're doing all the winning, but at the end of the day, I know that as the competitor you are, I know if you turned that hoops opportunity, you would have been thinking like, damn, what if? So I'm glad that you answered the what if. Next thing, how's recruitment coming along?
It's going great. You know, I couldn't do a lot of visits that I wanted to do with Corona. So, like, we're just waiting on NCAA to say something. So I go out there, they come down here, and I make a decision.
What you can't, obviously, like you said, you can't, but what are some of the schools or like how many schools you have in mind? You don't have to even say any of the schools if you don't want to. But what are some of the schools or how many schools are you trying to cut it down to?
I got like 7 schools that are recruiting me hard right now. So, you know, I'm really focused on those 7 schools right now.
Okay.
I'll make a decision around December or January.
Okay. Top 5 right now. Give me your top 5 NBA players, your top 5 favorites, and then the last one is your top 5 of all time.
All right. Starting off with Braun, best player in the league.
Okay, is this the top 5 players or top 5 favorites?
Top 5 players.
Okay, top 5 players. Okay, Braun.
Number 2 is KD without injury.
Okay, I'll take that.
Then Harden.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna have to give it to Giannis.
Okay.
Then Kawhi.
Okay. I didn't. You know what? That was a legit. Like honestly, that was a legit 5. I'll say that's. I'm not a Harden guy in my top 5 because I still, barring injury, I think still Steph is top 5. Barring injury, but Harden, I can see it. I can see it though. Top 5 favorites. Huh?
Top favorites. Let me get LeBron still at 1.
Yeah.
Giannis. I'm a Heat fan, so Jimmy Butler.
Okay, Butler.
Then I'm gonna have to go Jamal Murray. He's nice.
Okay, but he hasn't showed up this series though. Trust me, I'm a Jamal Murray guy because I love University of Kentucky. I bleed Kentucky blue. So I get it. But he just hadn't showed up this series for me, man. That's it. Is that 4? Hold on, who's the last one?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Okay. And then your top 5 of all time.
Let me get Braun at 1. Mike at 2. Kobe. Then I got to throw Shaq in at 4.
Okay.
Then number 5, let me get it's hard. Hakeem. I got to go Hakeem.
I love it. Thank you for putting it. I think Dream is the greatest center of all time. So that's my take. I love it. And I guess, man, really like my last question. Matter of fact, that's not my last question. Talk about the importance of your family. Talk about the importance of your family through this process and through everything.
Through everything, you know, we all sit down, eat, talk a lot. You know, they my hearts. Like this is who I really like hoop for, and like show like give all the praise to them. Really, like without them, I wouldn't be working out with Coach Mike. I wouldn't be doing none of this without them.
And my other question is kind of like a topic that I've been really trying to really instill and impose. And I actually apologize because I forgot about it. We know that Corona has been taking over, obviously, the country. But what's your take on the social justice issues, on what's going on with these black men getting gunned down by police officers? Obviously, we obviously can't forget about Breonna Taylor. But as a young black athlete and what you're seeing, what the country is going through, what is your take? Because obviously, these NBA guys are doing a great job protesting, obviously wearing on your sleeves in the jersey, wearing it on their jerseys and stuff like that. So as you see that, not just as an African-American, but also a young African-American athlete, seeing your role models and athletes doing that, what is your take on what's going on around the country with social justice?
Honestly, it's all just messed up. We need to do better as a country. But like what the athletes are doing, it's motivating me. Use my voice. Just to like keep spreading it. I love that they're still not forgetting about Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and all them. Yeah. It's all just messed up now.
I get it. And this is my official last question. How has basketball shaped you as the man that you are today?
This may sound a little corny, but like
no. It's never gonna sound corny because honestly, that's your truth. I will never say it sounds corny. So like go ahead, man.
It always it shows me the ups and downs. Like you can't you have a bad game, you can't dwell on that last bad game. You got to go back, turn it around, and go for 20 the next game. And it also told me never give up. You work hard, people gonna notice.
Love it. I love it, man. Go ahead, man. Throw out all your social media. Give me your Instagram, your Twitter, and also even if you have TikTok, go ahead, throw that out there. Everything. Throw it all to social media.
Follow my Twitter, Shaun Walker 34. Instagram, Shaun Walker Jr. That's about it.
Bet. I am the Easy Corner. Follow me on Instagram at the Easy Corner. Follow me on Twitter at Easy_Corner1. Man, my guest was the big man from Manvel. Also Proskills, also Taz Elite, also Team Chemistry. I got to shout him out too. The big man, Shaun Walker, man. I appreciate you I appreciate you actually coming on the show. And honestly, like I said, I expect big things. I expect a big trip to San Antonio. And next time that we do this, make sure you bring your teammates because we got to do this again.
Got you.
All right, man. I appreciate it, dog, man. Appreciate it.